welcome to my weekend. Firstly, can we just check out this boxy? I mean, it's actually meant to be quite cool. It's super dry, and I imagine someone would probably style it and look really cool. Me, on the other hand, not so much. But I pretty much just bought it for the fact that it is so amazingly fluorescent, and I thought actually it's a nice material as well. It feels quite thick, so I thought, you know what? Out in the yard in the spring when I'm hacking out, I mean, I'm going to be super visible to those car drivers, so I got it in the Black Friday sale, so I'm actually, I don't mind it, just it's a bit short. Why do they make tops that like literally hit your belly button? I mean, that's no good. So actually I've styled it, would be a strong word, but I've got another jumpery thing underneath because it's cold, and I've got my first chilblains of this winter, which was going to happen. I'm probably actually a little bit late for me. Little toes have been caught, and actually the hands are a bit uncomfortable. I've been wearing gloves for everything. Like, I'm really careful to make sure I always wear gloves, because you know, when you're out in this weather all the time, the cold does get to your hands and your toes and everything. But I just feel the cold really badly. Obviously, first job of the morning, advent calendar time. I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are, you still have to have an advent calendar. I don't eat chocolate in the morning though, so we'll open it. There's 3. We'll open it, but we're not eating it till later. So I try not to work too much on a weekend, just because first thing I do once we hit like Friday night is to write a jobs list for the weekend, and it's huge, it's extensive, it always is. Every Friday it is a mammoth job list for the weekend, just because you know what happens in the week, you just never get around to doing stuff. So I have got some work. I always say put it on Saturday. I always end up putting it on Sunday, because I get around to Saturday and I'm just like, I don't want to go to work now. But I try not to put too much work, just because I've got enough to do with that lot. Oh gosh, look at that yard. So literally Saturday is all about trying to tick off as many jobs as possible. And also, I think, hopefully, Lara is going to come and ride with me. So that always makes a massive deal, because it means that I can just do one ride and we can get everybody out. And also, it's someone lovely to ride with. It makes all the difference if you're hacking and you've got someone to hack with, doesn't it? Like, if you're on your own all the time, it gets a bit boring. So I'm very grateful if she can ride. So I'm going to feed the little animals, and then I'm going to chuck out the big animals. There's Arts. He's cross-glam a bit late this morning. He's not happy. Not happy at all. He never is happy, that horse. Oh dear, it's another bad hair day for me. I don't think I'll ever have nice hair. It just does whatever it wants. Because it's a weekend, this means that Artie and Sienna can actually go... Well, Artie goes out on the track for like half a day anyway on the weekday, but it does mean Sienna here can go out with him, because I'm going to be home, so she can probably go out there for like an hour and a half, which she wouldn't normally get, because you've got to be around if you put Sienna out there in case she gets, I don't know, silly or starts galloping around or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do first thing. I'm just going to chuck them all out. Cute can go out in his field patch, and then it's a really nice thing because also I've got them out my hair. I can get on with the mucking out, and probably then get on with some house jobs. I've got to put a load of washing on. If you've seen my house, which I'm not going to show you, inside literally looks like a tornado went through it, because I've been moving lots of stuff around, trying to think about where I'm going to put the Christmas tree, because that's definitely on my plans for the weekend. Yes, it is. I'm going to put a Christmas tree up. Would you like a Christmas tree? You probably would, actually. Hi. Morning to you too. Thanks. This is such a snuggly bear. So yeah, I'm going to get on and chuck him out before Artie eats his way out of the stable, which is what he's currently doing. Artie. Arts. It's all attention seeking. It's all, isn't it? It's all attention seeking. He does it to attention seek. Sienna's like, please chuck me out and stop talking. Wish us good luck. That's a good way to get your head kicked in, isn't it? Artie's just spotted the deer, so he's having a little moment's panic. The deer spend a lot of time on the other side of that hedge, and I really want to capture some photos of them, especially for the stock images, but you can't creep across the field. However much I try, as soon as I get to the gate, they've legged it. Oh, there's Angus. Angus strolling out. Anyway, let's see how these two get on. I'd love to give them a bit more grass. I might walk down the bottom and see. Oh, it's very dark out here. We have had a dry week, but other than being really damp, it is super dry. In fact, this is probably the best morning we've had all week, being that it's not foggy. And there's so little grass out there that this isn't going to last us very long. Oh, impressive work there. Great balancing. Maybe I'll walk down the bottom and just see. The problem with Sienna is she will just gallop around the field because that's what she does. I wish there was a way of like giving them an extra piece of grass so that they could. Yes, I know. Your breakfast is waiting for you though. So I've just been doing some washing and tidying-ish. And now I've come out to get the Christmas tree, which lives in my tack room because I'm limited on space in my house. And you know what? The spiders do like to live in it, so it needs to come out and then it needs to have a good hoover. I'm just wondering if it's not in... This looks a bit broken. Let's hope I can find the other part to it. It is just a fake manky Christmas tree. However, it does the job for once a year. And true story, I actually got this out of a skip, which is even more gross, I know. But it's okay. It was all boxed and everything. And actually, my dad was renovating a house somewhere, and I saw he had thrown it in the skip, and I was like, do you know what? Rather than go to landfill, give it another job, give it another life. And I've probably had it like, I don't know, 6 years. So I feel like it's a good bit of recycling. Right, let's get the rest of it down. Standard me is already 2:10, and I haven't even started tidying the horses up. I get so absorbed in the stock pins, especially because I just had a new one arrive in the post, and I think it's quite old, and then you just want to find out more about it. So I was trying to find the maker's marks and all that and work out an age of it and that kind of thing. So got a little bit into that. And then also the deer were at the top of the field, so then I went and tried to take some photos of them, and before you know it, time flies by and you haven't started tacking yet. So I'm going to start grooming now before Lara gets here. It's gone rather, I mean, it doesn't look that grey, but it does feel attractive hair going on here. Yeah, oh gosh, it really is super stuck. I don't know why my hair has to do this. I mean, I look like a scarecrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get on and start tacking everybody up so that hopefully when Lara gets here there's not too much left to do. I totally forgot to video yes, there you are. Any of our ride, I totally forgot. But Lara came and joined me, got some good hat hair going on here. We had a good ride, a little bit eventful to begin with. Had a galloping Billy, because I live quite near to where Bill's is kept. And Bill's decided to have a little gallop along the hedge line. So Sienna, who's currently licking me, thanks for the licking. That's probably because I've got some lick on my coat. Everyone got a little excited, didn't they? And got a bit jumpy, and then we saw, I don't know, some band putting in some big boxes with, I don't know, whatever they were carrying, but that was also very exciting. So Sienna is absolutely wired at the moment. She has got so much energy. She doesn't know what to do with herself, do you? You're in a Fruit Loop at the moment. Anyway, I am just skipping out again before I give them some more haylage and I go in for a bit. Much of a rock and roll Saturday for me this weekend. I have been so busy trying to sort out some stock pins, and honestly time just flies by. It's nearly 9 o'clock and I haven't been back out to the horses, so I'm going out now. They have food and everything, but they need their late night tea, they need to be mucked out again, redo the waters, haylage. I'm gonna be out there for like half an hour, and then I need to edit a video because I haven't got one ready for tomorrow yet. It's all there, it just needs to be put together and do a thumbnail. Oh god, I could be up until God knows what time, but might stick a certain Christmas film on, might put Elf on. Anyway, I'm going to leave this Saturday. Oh, this is an interesting piece of hair stuck out there. I'm going to finish today's video off. So join me tomorrow morning when hopefully Lara is going to be back up there, and we're going to be going for another hack to try and kill some of Sienna's wild child energy that she's got at the moment. She is bouncing off the walls. So yeah, she needs to go for a good hack. Well, she had a good one today, but hopefully another good one tomorrow to try and get rid of some of that energy. See you guys in the morning. Morning guys, it's Sunday. I've got my fluorescent jacket back on. Lara is going to be here shortly. I'm just going to go and feed the horses first. It's a bit more grey today. It's not looking so good out there. I'm being a bit naughty. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be naughty in that I should organise to do some work today, but I just don't feel it. This happens every weekend, and every Sunday I get to this point of the day of Sunday and just go, I don't want to go to work. It's not organised or anything, so I'm not messing anyone around, but I'm not feeling it. I really need to get that tack clean today, and the tack room needs to tidy up. And I think I'm going to prioritise that instead. Because, you know, like clean tack room, clean mind, all that. I feel like it'd be nice to go into next week having that tidy. So if I do not go to work today, that has to be done. Like, there's no getting out of that. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do instead. I'm not going to organise any work for today and just try and get the tack room blitzed, get the tack done. I've still got to tidy my house up. And yeah, it is bad, I know. It is bad, especially how much money I spent recently. Going to work would have been a much better idea. But sometimes you just need a couple of days at home to get on top of everything, don't you? So anyway, I'll stop talking because I haven't actually got that long this morning before Lara turns up. But at least everyone's clean and pretty much only going to need a light groom before getting them ready to go out again. And it's cold again, so I reckon exercise sheets on everyone. And I'll try and remember to bring you guys along this time, being that yesterday I totally forgot to video anything. So what happens when you start, you know, you're out hacking with someone, you get really chatty and you forget all about vlogging anything. The horse's Christmas present came early. They're going to be so happy with me. They're going to love me dearly. They're obsessed with this lick. And I only had the little handheld one. And I mean, they were just crushing it and ripping it to pieces. So I got on and ordered the 5 kg one. And yeah, they're going to love me. They're going to love me a lot. We are out hacking. Everyone's got their exercise sheets on because it's cold. Lara is up front on Artie. I've got Coop who's tripping over. And Sienna, who's actually is a bit quieter today. She's not quite as excited, which is good. And so yeah, a bit more murky today though. Not as nice. And breathe. Everyone's back in now. They're all having a bit of lunch. Just gonna go and chuck the haylage out. Need to put in the wheelbarrow. There really isn't anything to eat down this track now. Poor Artie didn't get a look in because Sienna ate out of the wheelbarrow and she wouldn't share. So poor Artie just stood there like, well, what do I do? So I think probably next week we'll probably have to go back to putting Sienna in the turnout pen and Art's coming down the track but having to have a wheelbarrow of haylage, and then Coop can stay in his top of field. I mean, I could still consider putting Arts out there, but I somehow feel like that's really cruel to Sienna then. But either way, it's working well. Anyone else been doing all the competitions on Instagram? It's you get a bit addicted to it, don't you? Because you're so hopeful you're going to win. This is a great look for me today. I feel like I've really gone all out on my style. God, I have no style whatsoever. Anyway, I'm warm. That's the main thing. Yeah, I literally probably spend 15 minutes a day just entering competitions, which I think is probably quite sad. But on the other hand, if you win something, then it's brilliant, isn't it? It's like a whole extra Christmas present. So anyway, I'll stop talking. This is, again, very, very chatty. I don't know if it's actually makes for a very nice video, to be honest, when all I do is waffle on. Leave in the comments if you want me to shut up. Won't take any offence. I've entered the tack room. It's time to do some tack cleaning. I don't want to. It's 2:45. It's cold. But I need to do some. I've got, if I swing around, tons of dirty bridles that need cleaning, and I'm going to have to do it. So, oh God, there's just stuff everywhere. Look, it's just everywhere. Anyway, I'm probably going to leave the vlog here. I don't know how thrilling it's been. Probably not that thrilling. But hey, this kind of is what weekends are all about, aren't they? They're not that exciting half the time. I'm still umming and ahhing about going to West Wilts to do that last freestyle. One minute I'm like, no, I don't need to go. I'm not that bothered. And then next second I'm like, freestyle's what Coop's better at. I've already got half of it. Shouldn't I just go and get the other half? There's also the horse box that I borrowed. That's got to go back to its owner. And so I'm like, it just makes it, then it's like an added thing of having to go back and get it and then take all that kind of thing. And so I'm just thinking, don't I? I kind of need to enter tonight if I'm going to. And I just honestly cannot decide. I'm so indecisive anyway, but I think it's the effort of going to a show. I don't know, for some reason this close to Christmas it always feels like such an effort. So yeah, I can't decide. Leave the video here, like I say, and get on and get this tack cleaning done, or at least get some of it done. And then at least try and tidy up the tack room a bit, do some tack, and then at least I'll be starting Monday with a kind of clear mind on, you know, everything's tidy, everything's ready at home. We did really well on riding this week actually. Coop actually managed to do 5 days of work, which is brilliant. I think Sienna did 4, which was very good, and Artie did 3. So not bad at all. And Cooper's definitely feeling better. End this vlog before I keep umming and ahhing more about Westfield's. See you again soon.